1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a fucking weekly recap. Okay. Everything is great. Welcome to the beginning of week 2. Wednesday morning. Big time stuff. Waivers went through. Trades that would have went through, but they didn't, because we don't trade things. It's not our deal. But here is week 2. Incredibly excited. Still excited. I'm still excited. I have 2 hats on today. One is the commissioner, and one is Ryan Brady as a player. I'm going to start with commissioner because the Ryan Brady one's super depressing. Start off this week. Let's go over the standings at the end of week 1. In the PUDs division, Funny Beats leading the way with the most points from last week at 134 points, which, by the way, I love the new point system. You get points for like stuff that I think actually matters, and but let me know if you disagree. You know what? Don't. Behind him, tacoing his way to the top, is Ryan Gentner. Behind him is Team Big Pebbles represent Crunktown Stompwomps. 4th place, that'd be me, not happy about it. And below me is Shut Up Dylan, sort of the only thing that does make me happy. No, that's not true. I'd rather it be Elliot. At the top of the suds is the Squeakers, Abigail Story-Alley, which was my big takeaway from this week, is that Abigail's team is a super duper beast, and we should all turn on her. Behind her is Dylan Sear with the Chainsaw Pandas, who beat me so he can fall down a well, and I hope Lassie doesn't help. Then below him is John Robert Vergati, you guys talking about Dicka, and 4th place, the Bengals, and the last place, Team Kate Philly, with 95 points last week, which is still not the least amount. Elliot and Mark both got 85 and 84 points, which I think was the game of the week. It took one kicker, one 4th quarter kick for Elliot to beat Mark, and then Mark had to wait until the morning because it was a West Coast game, and the first thing that he saw on Monday morning was that he lost, or Tuesday morning. And that's not a good way to start your day, but also it sort of encapsulates what fantasy football is all about. That's it. Falling asleep, hoping you win, waking up and realizing you have or you have not. Just as like the first thing that happens. It's intense. It's intense shit. I say intense a lot, by the way. I watched last week's video. I was like, that's too many times. On to next week's matchups. Week 2. First matchup is the Squeakers versus Team Big Pebbles. At the moment, the projections have Team Big Pebbles represent 114 over the Squeakers 111, but we know how much the projections don't matter. They don't matter at all. But I'm going to say them out loud because maybe someone will care. After that, the Crunktown Stompwomps, Ryan Brady versus the Bengals, both 0-1, looking to not go 0-2. At the moment, the projection is 126 for Crunktown versus 100 for the Bengals. Hope that holds up. Probably won't with my luck. Chainsaw Pandas after that versus the River Manor Swamp Dogs. The 135 to 130, the River Manor Swamp Dogs over the Chainsaw Pandas for the current projection. And then Shut Up Dylan versus Funny Beats, big matchup, Mark v. Mike, with 114 Funny Beats versus 124 Shut Up Dylan. And then JR versus Kate Fillion, aka Chris, with JR projected at 127 versus Kate Philly with 105. As for the waiver wire pickups, the big one this week is that Kate, aka Chris, had to drop Ray Rice. I don't know why. Beats the hell out of me. Kate also dropped Tim Wright and picked up Justin Forsett. I dropped Mike Evans, picked up Josh Gordon, waiting on the call on the drug thing to see if he gets reinstated. I'm going to try to wait it out. If it works, that'll be great for me. If it doesn't, then that will be like Josh Gordon of last year, basically, which I was also on that train. Dylan dropped Trent Richardson, which, as I said in the last week's video, he's a total buzzkill, so I completely understand. Although that is something to look for. He might get better. So that is something to be aware of, that he is on the waiver wire. And he added Terrence West. Kate added Stephen Taylor. And I also dropped the Rams and added the Redskins. I just couldn't keep the Rams for another week. The Rams are a very, very good defense, but their offense keeps them on the field. The offense sucks so much that their top 2 quarterbacks are gone. They keep the defense on the field so much that it doesn't matter how good you are. If you're on the field that much by the end of the 4th quarter, you're gonna get the shit kicked out of you. So I just couldn't do that again, and I picked up the Redskins because the Rams got me 0 points last week, which basically sealed my fate, other than, you know, Megatron ramming his fist down my throat. As for trophies, which you can find in the trophy tab, there are a lot of fun trophies in this league, as I do say. So, yourself. The Squeakers, Abigail, won the Red Stapler, which is getting the biggest win in the week. The total points goes to Michael, who actually is in first place overall with the most points. And the fewest points, narrowly, goes to Shut Up Dylan, who only lost to 1 point, sadly. Which Mark, as I can hear behind me, is screaming is bullshit. Top 5 fantasy players of the week was Matt Ryan, was number 1 on my team. Calvin Johnson, number 2 on Dylan's team. Matthew Stafford on and Julius Thomas, both of whom were on Mike's team and main reasons why he kicked ass last week. And then Andrew Luck on Dylan Sears' team. And now the first edition of Mark's Corner.
So, believe it or not, at the beginning of the game, between Elliot and myself, I was feeling really confident that it was gonna end well for me. Then, as the game proceeded, it seemed like the Giants' offense just didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And it would have been nice if they could have pulled something out of their ass, maybe communicated a little bit more. I don't know who that Donnell character is, but when he wasn't throwing Victor Cruz, he was throwing the ham. And that's what ended up boning me.
So is this Donnell's fault? Or was it?
Yes!
Or is it Bob McAdoo's fault? You know what?
Oh, their crazy fucking new offense, where they're hand signals and arm signals and the hand jives.
Do your best Eli Manning looking up and
man,
down
that crazy play where they had the turnover and it was being contested, and then they decided that it was the Lions' ball. He went.
And then little children got to see the.
Yeah, it was pretty great. The 2 opportunities that I saw that Victor Cruz really had to put some points on my board, he just pissed on him. He had this glazed look of disinterest in his eye that he had already given up. So, fuck you, Victor. Fuck you, offensive line. Fuck you, Eli. And fuck you, Elliot. This week it's Mike. Mike, I beat you last year pretty hard. And I'm hoping for a repeat. In the event that that doesn't happen, shut up, Mike.
That was the first edition of Mark's Corner. Hope you all enjoyed all that spite. Just spite. Other feelings other than
pumpkin spice coffee.
Oh god, it's so good. Pumpkin spice is the best.
Pumpkin spice coffee.
Pumpkin spite coffee. That's hilarious. Hilarious. Overall, the first week was a high energy, high amount of just overall feelings about things. And I very much enjoyed it, even though I got the crap kicked out of me, which, by the way, is not my fault. It is mostly Michael Crabtree's fault. He can suck a big old dick. You can go see the Fuck You Dylan PowerPoint. I will link in the doobly-doo below, which is my pants, which is also the thing below the video that I'm going to call the doobly-doo. That's what its name is, so just understand that. And that's where all the links will be. I'm also going to link you to Ryan Gentner's page, he put up a video last week about week 1, 2. Also, I encourage you to do videos. Videos are fantastic to just really, really put your hands around someone's neck. And by someone's neck, I mean like the fantasy football neck of a person. And if you guys want to do videos, I will link them here too. Videos are really fun, and they're a great way to get more involved in the fantasy league and to just stay closer to your friends who, I mean, that's what this is, guys. This is a coalition of friends who all want to kick the shit out of each other, which is pure beauty. I think if that's not what we were created for, then I don't know what we were created for. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly. I'm not going to edit that at all. As for next week, I am 0-1. So Danielle, I wish you the best of luck. But I hope that most of the people on your team fall down like a large cliff or get hit by a semi this week. That's nothing against them, nothing against you. But I'm 0-1, and I'm out for blood. So that will be a lot of fun. And I wish you guys the best of luck in week 2. And if I come back in week 3 looking all downtrodden, it's because Calvin Johnson decided to switch teams to Danielle's team and fuck me again. Wish you all the best. Suck dicks.